Born Without Tear Ducts. That might have been somebody laughing. Because we're all trapped inside.
I love it. I love singing along to the song I found on the YouTube free music library. Uh-oh, coronavirus down there. Gotta get rid of that guy. Right, guys? But he did do us a favor recently. Don't worry about it. Hey, thank you all for tuning into Plus Time, a live stream comedy show to get us all through this. I'm your host, Jameson Rogers, and as always, I'm here to remind you that even though things suck right now, there's at least a possibility that they won't always suck. They say comedy is just tragedy plus time. We're in the midst of a global tragedy, or 40 right now, but if we keep moving forward and keep using all of this extra time to create things, we can all look back on this one day and laugh, right? That is, if the world continues to spin. Getting us started off right is my co-host of 20 weeks now and my brother of 27 years, Drew Rogers, everybody. What's up, Drew?
Hey, man.
How you doing, buddy?
I got a notebook here to draw.
Got the notebook already? That's right. If you are just tuning in for the first time, one thing that sets us apart from all the other late nights, all the Jimmys and whatnots, is Drew will participate in the conversation, but also draw things based on where the conversation goes. And he also makes all these little animated guys. Like right now, down at the bottom here, we have me and Coronavirus and Drew. It's a much friendlier coronavirus than we know. But yeah, if you see transitions, drawings, and stuff like that, the logo on the top corner there, that's all Drew's drawings. So, you know what? If you're feeling up to it, go ahead and challenge him in the comments, and he'll draw something for you, right?
But I'm doing this on my phone, so Jameson, call out the comments.
Yeah, I'll call out the comments. If there's somebody that's a comment, I'll throw it up on the screen so you can see it and you can draw it. What have you been up to? Like, we took last week off, and I went over to your house, and we watched the debate, which is strange to call it that, right?
It was something, yeah. You can't debate with a child.
No, you just can't. That's the thing is like I mean, Joe Biden was never my first choice at all, but it was really refreshing to see him like address the American people in like this way that's just like, look, man, this is fucked, right? So, yeah.
This is it's pretty fucked, but if we do things together, make it less fucked.
Right. So
better than I've done everything great.
I'm pretty sure we have a rule, no impressions of that dude on this show. I don't think we have it yet, but I've been thinking about it, and I think that's the thing that we should probably... I'm just jealous because you can do a better impression of him than I can. That's probably what it is, right? So, Drew, do you want to get to our first segment?
Let's do it.
Cool. And this, of course, is a segment called... Yes, this is the first week that we're not doing a dirty bump, which is a staple of the show. But, you know, at a certain point, you just run out of trash that you've turned into furniture. And it's like, hold on, maybe we should take a week off. And I should, like, walk around alleyways and stuff and try to find lamps. But the thing is about you and I, especially, is, like, we're always going to keep on buying bullshit we don't need, right?
Yep,
so,
and that will save our show.
What's that?
I said, and that will save our show.
Yes, we'll just keep on buying bullshit, and then we will end up on NBC, where we all want to be in the first place, right, Drew? So you brought the bullshit this week, am I right?
I don't technically have a physical copy of bullshit,
right?
But a couple months ago, I had bought like pre-ordered the new Avengers game. That
Correct. This one right here.
totally forgot that I had pre-ordered it.
Right. Yeah. Well, to be fair, you were in a coma since that happened, so.
Good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
So totally threw me off.
I'm sorry. Was it a secret you were in a coma?
No, it wasn't. I went to my PS3 just to play like a Batman game, and it was like, "Oh, this is ready for download." I was like, "What the shit?" I was like, "I don't need that." It's like, "Did I buy that? I don't remember. I guess I bought it." And so I was like, "Well, I guess I have to download it now."
Yeah.
It took 2 days, and it let me do like the first mission, and then it was like, "Sorry, it's only 52% loaded, so you'll have to wait." So I waited like for a couple more hours, and then I went to go play it, and my controller died. So I was like, I give up for now. I'm just gonna try again later.
You just can't win,
played
can
it,
you?
and it's pretty cool.
Is it? So yeah, like tell me about it a little bit because I'm still playing Scooby Doo on Super Nintendo, so I got a lot to catch up on.
Well, I'm still early in the game, but so far, Kamala Khan is really fun to play as Miss Marvel for people who are not aware.
Did you say that it starts off like you're Kamala Khan right out of the gate?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool. That's a really good way to introduce.
Yeah, she's
the
like
game.
the main character of it.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting. They just cast her for the Miss Marvel show as well, which is exciting. I don't know who the actress is. I think she's like a brand new person. But say that again.
I said it seems that way. Yeah, but she's a
Yeah.
child.
Right, exactly. Which is, prerequisite. That's part of the part, right? But
So far, the best part of that game is playing the Hulk, just because
because
destroy
he's the Hulk.
forth.
Yeah.
But I haven't played as many other people, so
Right. Yeah, the most exciting part of playing the Hulk for me would be just that I'm a huge Mark Ruffalo fan. All right, Drew.
going on 30.
I actually did watch a video with him a couple days ago. It was just like him going through some of his favorite roles or whatever that he's done for, I don't know, like Hollywood Reporter or GQ magazine or something on YouTube. And the first one they brought up was 13 going on 30. And he was like pretty excited about it. He's like, "No, I'm still pretty happy with this movie." So
It's a fun. I mean,
it's a fun movie. It's a fine movie. Mark Ruffalo, he's just an American treasure. That's all I wanted to say about that. So, Drew, do you want to get to our first guest?
let's do it.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back... I am enjoying the finger guns. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have our first guest. So our first guest coming to the stage shortly is one of my favorite dudes. He moved out of town fairly recently, so it's super good to see him, first of all. A very talented comedian, used to host a podcast on the Squeezecast Network. Please put your hands, as we like to say on the show, for Sam Sobel, everyone. Sam!
Hello.
How you doing, dude?
Doing all right. Yeah, I moved to Boston on March 1st of 2020.
Right. Oh my God, I can't imagine.
Yeah, it was definitely a great decision. That was in no way hindered by the fact that everything shut down 2 weeks later.
Yeah. Man, talking about like my birthday's on March 10th, so I was like right in the middle of like trying to celebrate the fact that I made it past 30, and then it was just like, you might not though now if you don't stay home.
Yeah. No, I started my new job on March 10th. So like I got there, They like got me connected to the printer, and then the next day it was like, yeah, you're just gonna work from home until indefinitely, and
Yeah.
I've still never used the printer.
So you wasted all that time connecting to that printer.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like,
Real shame.
So-
so much toner somehow. I have no idea.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine. Like I was lucky enough to have a work from home job like when this all started too, which is just like who because I mean a year ago I was working at a hotel. And it's like I can't imagine having that job right now, you know?
Oh yeah, that'd be rough.
Right?
Mhm.
But so you're still working from home? You haven't had to go into the office at all?
No, I've not had to go in the office at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we are set up in my work from home desk.
Yeah.
This is the exact background you see on my Zoom calls for work.
Mhm.
Except Zoom somehow goes the other way. Like
Yeah, why does
on-
it like flips things?
Yeah, on Zoom my dresser's on the other side.
Oh yeah. Glad you clarified that in case somebody who had been in a Zoom meeting with you is here right now. They're like, "What the fuck?"
I mean, hey, you never know who is really
You don't.
passionate about accurate perspective.
That's true. That's true. This is my background for Zoom meetings too, and like occasionally, if I'm trying to be more professional, I'll just like turn it so there's just curtain, and I'll just like get a little like closer back or whatever. But instead, most of the time, people see like the Deadpool collage and this giant cat that's there for some reason. You know, makes people think that I like cats a lot, but I have two. They're great, but you know, she just likes cat paintings. Anna sits over there. We battleship it all day. So. But like we have a new thing that we haven't done on the show, so like forgive us we don't have a title card, but we're gonna play a little bit of this game Mixtape with you. Sound good, Sam?
Sounds good.
Okay, let's choose a good one here. Okay, this one doesn't count because it starts with each player must. No, I'm just gonna. That's the same card. That's weird. This says single. Okay, hold on. This is weird. Like, I promise we'll get there. This is interpretive dance. Okay, here we go. The last roller disco night of the summer. Championship crowd. The rink is packed and the crowd grows restless. 3 minutes to glory. What track do you skate to?
Roller disco?
Roller disco.
Hmm.
I'm feeling September by Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That's what I was gonna say.
That is a very good choice. I feel like that is the correct choice. Okay, that's one.
So I
we're
listen to that song twice a day because it's my medicine alarm, and I'm still somehow.
That's true.
It's been like 4 years, and I'm still not sick of it. I'm still like, do you remember? Yeah.
The
And it's just like,
21st night. Of... At this point, your dog dances to it too, which is pretty
oh
great.
yeah, I can't like sing to it and stuff, but crazy fucking super.
That is a perfect choice for that. Okay, let's go to the next one. This one, what song have you memorized in hopes that one day the lead singer will die, tragically, of course, and too young? Oh my god, that's specific and sad. Where the band will hold tryouts and you'll be picked to take their place. A la the movie Rockstar with Marky Mark. Yeah.
I mean, if we're talking like songs where I'm like, I think I could do an actual passable job of this with my completely non-existent singing voice and my knowledge of the lyrics,
Yeah.
I think I'd have to take Just a Friend by Biz Markie.
That is a very good choice. I'm going to go ahead and write that down. Just a Friend. I love that song. Unironically, love everything about that song.
Oh, it's a beautiful song. It is.
It's fantastic.
It's the only. It might be the only song I'm willing to sing loud enough for other people to hear me.
And also, Biz Markie might be my favorite part of the entire Men in Black franchise because of that one scene in the second one where he beatboxes back and forth with Will Smith.
That is a pretty good scene.
Pretty good scene, right? Okay, third one. All right, just summited Mount Everest, watching the sunrise song.
Just summited Mount Everest, watching the sunrise.
Well, it depends. How are you getting down? Is there a helicopter do you have to climb your ass down? Because it's like one of those is like, let's take a break and enjoy this, and one is like, okay, start pumping back up because you got a mountain to fucking climb.
Well, let's see. Like, that's a good question. I don't know. I feel like it's up to Sam. What do you think?
I'm like trying to decide. I'm trying to decide if I should feel like victorious, like I just climbed Mount Everest.
Yeah.
Like peaceful because I'm watching the sun come up, and it's probably pretty cool looking. I don't know. I've never been to Everest. Like, or yeah, I didn't even think about the Get Pumped Up for Going Back Down, but I feel like the Get Pumped Up for Going Back Down is the second song.
Yes, that's
you
fair.
need one like
that's just like basking in the moment of like beauty in the world.
Like We Are the Champions by Queen sounds way too cliche, and I feel like I'm capable of better.
Okay.
But if we're going first instincts, which is what I've been doing so far, the first thing that came to my mind when you said that was We Are the Champions.
I love it. That's I mean, that's a good choice. Anyway, see, before we do the show every week, I go on a walk and then I listen to a playlist I made called You Can Do It, Motherfucker. And that one is definitely on the list. That was the first one to play today, actually. So I feel like that's a very good choice. All right. That's 3 down. Okay, track 1 of the best road trip mixtape ever created.
Track 1 of the best road trip mixtape ever created. That's
So I drew the scenario in which somebody would be happy and or sad by the fact that they have a helicopter or not. So
That's good.
If you climb Everest, you're gonna be like, "Wow!" With a helicopter, you're like, "That was amazing." Time to go sit down, and then you're like, "Well, better not get eaten."
Right? By the Everest monsters.
I drew the Grand Canyon on accident, by the way. I don't know if any.
I mean, the Grand Canyon and Mount Everest are essentially the same thing.
I mean, they're friends. They're friends, probably, right?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Let's see. Okay. It's the first song part that's throwing me off. How do you want to, I'm thinking of, like, driving music. I'm thinking, like, Free Ride by Edgar Winter. Like, Life's Been Good by Joe Walsh is a good driving song.
So it's a good choice.
But I don't know if either of those are, like, first song. I feel like first song needs to be a bit more hype than those.
I get that. Like, my instinct for road trip playlist is always Sweet Emotion by Aerosmith, but it's like when you're already on the highway, you know what I mean? So
yeah, because the first song is one that's got to get you to the highway.
Exactly.
So, what's the song that gets you to the highway?
What was the question? That didn't help me. Use your words, friend.
It says track 1 of the best road trip mixtape ever created.
Take It Easy by the Eagles.
Okay. That's a good one.
It's a good one. Yeah, like, right now I'm just, like, trying to scroll through I just want to, like, scroll through my Spotify and have, like, 20 minutes to make this decision, and I don't. So, I'm gonna take Free Ride by Edgar Winter.
Okay.
But,
that's a respectable choice.
I want to, there's a decent chance I'm going to spend the next several segments thinking this through, and I may come back later with another answer.
Fair enough. That is your right to do. Okay, last one. Best relationship makeup song.
Best relationship makeup song. This will be much easier to answer if I were better at stable relationships. I kind of want to go with Mine by Taylor Swift, though.
Okay.
Mine by Taylor Swift is a song I actually really there are a lot of songs by Taylor Swift I actually really like unironically, but
Yeah.
Mine by Taylor Swift is one of those ones where like I feel like it's not super acceptable to like unironically, but I really do like unironically.
Well, good. Like nobody's gonna take that away from you, Sam. That can
Thank
be
you.
your choice. When
I
you make
appreciate
up with Taylor Swift.
I mean, I have to meet Taylor Swift before I can make up with Taylor
True,
Swift, but like
true.
if any of you know where Taylor Swift is, I'd be happy to say hi.
I try not to keep tabs on her, honestly, personally. But you know,
Ellers.
if I find her, I'll let you know.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So that was the inaugural mixtape portion of the show. Thank you so much, Sam. We'll have you back shortly, but for now, we're going to take a break and bring on our next guest. Thank you so much, man.
Sounds good. Thank you.
And now it's awkward because I have not hit the button yet. Ooh, that's always fun. I love that one. That's Goodman, which is a character that was co-created by you and Johnny Phillips. The first time that we did that segment, actually, which was pretty cool. So if you can imagine John Goodman's voice coming out of that face, then you're already halfway there. We're going to go ahead and get to our next guest. This is a very talented actress and writer, and just honestly one of my favorite people recently. Please put your hands, as we like to say, for Yanni Klenemans, everybody. Hello!
Hi, what a nice
Hi.
intro.
Oh, thank you. I've been rehearsing my intros, and they're getting pretty good. So,
You feel warm and fuzzy.
how have you been?
Surviving.
Yeah, no, I hear
Can't
you.
say thriving, but surviving. There is a
Yeah.
gnat in here. Ah.
Ugh, you hate to see it because they're just so tiny. It's like, what are you gonna do? You know,
Yeah.
they just slip through your fingers and whatnot.
I've caught a few of them though, and I've been very proud.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
Drew, when we were kids, Drew used to just catch bees and flies out of the air like it was nothing. He was like 2 years old, and he'd just be like not even look at it, like Mr. Miyagi with chopsticks and stuff. You know?
That's literally the coolest thing I've ever heard. Except
Isn't
for
it?
we gotta save the bees, so that's also not cool.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't kill him. He let him go. He would just like grab him by the wing, let it go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're skilled.
Yeah. Right.
I started after a while, after I realized that it's like, oh, that thing is alive. And it's like, well, I'm going to pick it out of the air and put it outside.
You were like the craziest 2-year-old I've ever met, man. Like, I mean, granted, I haven't met a whole lot of 2-year-olds in a long time, but like, you would just grab it like it was nothing, and then just like go about your day. It's like that still blows my mind. What have you been up to in quarantine times?
Pretending to write, and then actually writing a little bit, but not a lot. Therapy.
Yeah.
Work, but like, you know how work is when you're working from home.
And like not as successful as you'd hope it would be. Yeah.
I lack focus and discipline, I've learned.
Same. Yeah, same. The doctor told me that in the 10th grade, that it was an ADHD situation, but I never really had that handled or whatever. So,
No one
Yeah.
ever told me. I had to find out now.
yeah. That's same with my girlfriend. She figured it out like a couple years ago. She's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this explains a lot, right?
Yep.
But yeah, I think all of us are pretty much ADHD, who are performers, or you know, I don't know. Maybe that's too broad of a generalization, but I feel like
I
there's
don't
a lot of us.
know. I mean, they made an app for that, Quibi. So
That's true.
I think it is
Which I
all
still
of it.
refuse to download. Have you watched Quibi? Has it?
So, for like, you know how they do T-Mobile Tuesdays?
Mm-hmm.
So or maybe not last Tuesday, but 2 Tuesdays ago, it was 6 months free Quibi. So I downloaded it and I watched Free Ray Sean, which won a bunch of Emmys.
Free Ray
And-
Sean. Oh yes, okay, I know what you're talking about. Go on.
Let me tell you, Quibi's stupid. This concept is so stupid. So Freeway Sean is a movie. It
Mhm.
is 15 8-minute episodes, which adds up to 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's a movie. They had no reason to break it up like that except for ads.
I don't
Weird.
understand that at all. And just like I feel like everyone was kind of on the same page when Quibi was about to drop. It's like, this sounds like a really bad idea. And then just like, surprise, surprise, even in COVID times, it fucking failed. And now they're just like, what happened? How is this
Mhm.
even possible?
Like, please buy us. Like, no one wants to watch a whole movie on their phone.
Not at all. Hold on, let me throw that up for you, Drew.
Sorry to change the subject, but that is a bee protesting me squishing it.
That's very good. I love that.
That's B
Um,
movie too.
B movie too.
That's-
Yeah. But they recast Jerry Seinfeld, hopefully. No, I'm just kidding. He's
Yeah,
fine,
with Chris
probably.
Rock.
There you go. Isn't
Chris
he
Rock.
already in that movie? I could be wrong.
Is he?
I don't know. I
It's
was
been a
gonna say,
long time
can you-
since I watched B movie, but I'm pretty sure he's in it for a minute. I think he plays like a mosquito or something.
That's rude. That's
Yeah.
racist. I'll figure out why later.
Yeah, no, I understand. Oh, speaking of Chris Rock, actually, I just started watching the new season of Fargo because I just finished season 3 like the day before it came out. And holy shit, it opens with such a bang and so different than any other season. Like, I mean, honest, every season of that show is completely different, but it's just like it just seems so far out of left field that it's just like, oh, I got like very excited.
I was undone by Fargo because I think it's episode 1, there's a character who he's going through something and then he just farts and the fart goes on forever.
Long time.
And then he gets shot and I'm just like, what is this?
I know, and it's so weird for that show too, because it's like taking itself so seriously for so long, and then it's literally like a 15-second fart joke.
It
It's
took
like,
me so out of it. I'm like, what is the tone of this?
yeah,
I mean, I'm into it. but-
yes, that's the thing. Is like it took me out of it, but like I've seen enough Coen Brothers things to be like, yeah, I guess this kind of fits the tone a little bit, right? Maybe every once in a while there's a 15-second fart joke. Yeah.
So originally, I didn't think it was a fart joke. I thought that he got shot and he shit himself. And like,
Yeah.
you know, in real life, you excavate your bowels when you die.
Right.
So I thought like, oh, he's shitting himself. That's really funny. And then it became a fart. And I'm like, that's even funny.
Just goes to show you, no matter like how high profile your project is, or no matter how old your audience is, farts are always funny. Like it's just funny.
I really thought he shit himself.
So Yanni, Drew, you guys ready to get to our next segment?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, cool. This is a segment that we call. It makes me laugh every time. It's so long. It's so ridiculously long. So basically, every week what happens is because Drew and I are both. He left. He'll be back, I'm sure. Because Drew and I are both Mr. Rogers, every week what we like to do is compete for who gets to keep that title. So I am currently the reigning champion, I believe. I've won the last 3 weeks. There was 2 weeks ago was kind of a technicality because our other brother actually technically won 2 weeks ago. But you know what? He gave me the title first, so I am the reigning champion. Am I right, Drew?
No. Eat it.
Fair enough. So the way this is gonna work is we will I had Anna put together this thing, and so it'll show a still image from some kind of horror comedy from the last 100 years or so, and Drew and I have to guess A, the title of the movie, and B, what happens in the movie, and then Yanni, you have all the power because
Excellent.
you can
As I
award
should.
points exactly. you can award points based on whether or not we got the answer right, or like if you're amused by our answer, or whatever. So you guys ready to get started?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So the first one. Anna, this is blank.
I called it.
Hold on. Yeah, it's just blank.
You click it.
Oh,
I
I gotta
call
click
that
it.
one.
Okay, cool. Sorry. All right.
Oh, that.
It says it gets bad on Friday the 13th, but it gets worse on Saturday the 14th. So we have to guess which horror comedy this is. I don't think I know this, but it feels Mel Brooksy. So I'm gonna say Young Frankenstein. Which, if you have like Young Frankenstein, is about young Frankenstein. Drew.
Billy's baptism gone wrong.
All right,
Is that
what's
the
Bill?
title or the?
Or what happens?
I'm gonna take the swing.
All right, let's find out. A family inherits an old mansion which houses the dangerous Book of Evil that has all the monsters of the world trapped inside it. And the title is Saturday the 14th. Wow. Right there in the clue. And everyone's guessed it. All right, Yanni,
Oh,
who gets
goodness.
the point for that one?
True.
Drew? Good
Yeah.
choice. Absolutely, that's a good choice.
What a concise answer.
Swing it. Home run.
Whose baptism was it?
David, or no, Billy's? Yeah, Billy.
Yeah,
Billy?
Billy's baptism gone wrong. I would watch that movie. Okay.
Mhm. So Billy was
Okay.
born on the 4th.
I'm-
And boy, or no, his baptism. Excuse me. He was born a couple weeks before that, but the 14th was his baptism. And oh boy, was it a baptism. Let's continue.
Okay. This is the image for the next one. Drew, you want to go first on that one?
I can't really see it very well.
It looks
No.
like some like Venus flytrap situations, and there's some curtains back there.
Rocky, or not Rocky. I was in this play, but I can't think of the name of it.
Little Shop of Horrors. Yes. Which, by the way, you did a great job in that. He played the dentist, killed it. Just
Oh,
killed it.
Nice. I actually
Yeah.
sung the theme Little Shop of Horrors in show choir in high school.
Nice.
Nice.
Um,
Yeah, I
I'm,
was not really a fan of the guy that played Seymour, so pretending to yank his teeth felt like really good. Like, shut up, get down.
all right, and I'm gonna guess the plants have teeth 5, and it's the movie where the plants find a dentist. So let's see. A middle-aged man buys a plant with a sexy voice that develops a craving for insects, frogs, dogs, and humans. So I think you're probably right here, Drew. No, please don't
Oh.
eat my mother.
Man,
Wow.
we all failed. Those are not Venus flight. I mean, they're definitely teeth. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one goes to James.
All right, I'll take it. Awesome, love it.
You
Okay.
caught what we couldn't. Those are definitely teeth.
I tried to draw a Venus flytrap really quick, but it ended up being like a burger with just lettuce.
That is kind of what it looks like. All right, next one. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't stop eating hands. 7. And it's about a fast food worker who becomes a cannibal, but only eats hands. Drew?
Five Finger Mayhem, in which there are just hands coming out of toilets, just everywhere. And it's just like you're just sitting there trying to enjoy your time alone. And all of a sudden, there's just a hand that just grabs your balls and pulls you in.
Oh my god.
That's my biggest fear.
That's a terrifying picture you just painted here, Drew. But let's see how close you are. A troubled writer moves into a haunted house after inheriting it from his aunt, and the name of the film is House. Wow. Just House.
House.
That's
So this point definitely goes to Drew, but
That's fair.
the thing that immediately went into my mind when I saw this image was what a horrible way of disposing a body.
Right? Just
Like-
bit by bit.
You got to chop it up more, and you can't flush it.
No. You can maybe flush just the fingers. But then after that, it's like, hold on, you gotta get acid in a bathtub or something, right?
Yeah.
All right, Drew, second point. Okay. Oh my god. This looks like a bowling alley, I think. And I'm gonna call it Strike, You're Dead. And it's about a bowling league championship that goes awry when the pins become sentient. Drew?
First of all, I drew a hand coming out of a toilet real quick.
All right, I'm gonna need to see that.
It's waving.
I love it. It's waving at the bee.
Happy thing. Like, he doesn't mind. He's just hanging out in the toilet. Anyways, what's this image? I can't really see it, so I'm gonna take a swing. Dark Claude's Fantasy Nightmare.
Dark Claw's Fantasy Nightmare, and what's it about?
Claude, duh.
I love it. Okay, let's see what it's about. As part of a sorority ritual, pledges and their male companions steal a trophy from a bowling alley. Unbeknownst to them, it contains a devilish imp who makes their lives a living hell. And the name of the movie is
Damn.
Sorority Babes in the Slime Bowlerama, which honestly, better title than either of us came up with.
Did they cover this on How Did This Get Made?
Did they? I don't know.
It
If not,
sounds
they
like
should.
one.
It seems like they.
I don't know who to give this one to.
I don't know either. I think Paul Shear. Can we do that?
Yeah, I want the ball.
Just bring him up. Make him.
Well, he did give out his number. Like, he does, like, that text service thing.
Yes, that's right. He did that like right before quarantine, or like right after it kind of happened, and I saved it in my phone with the intention of calling him, and I never got around to it.
I did text him once. I forgot what I think I had a conversation with him, like an actual conversation with him about this. So I found out there are Instagram influencers that are AI, and they're like,
Oh, really?
they're made by advertising companies, and then they like partner with brands. And like there was one in particular who just freaked me the fuck out because she was in the news for like making out with an actual celebrity, and I'm like, what the fuck? And she's got an AI boyfriend, and she's got this whole life and a music career, and I was just talking to him about her.
That's really funny. Oh man, that's exactly what I would bring up to Paul Shear as well. All right, so we don't know who wins this one. Paul Shear wins this one. All right, last one. You guys ready? Oh my god. Oh, I know this one, actually. This is Toxic Avenger. And it is about a janitor who gets turned into the Toxic Avenger. I mean, you can guess, Drew. Your answer might be better than mine anyway.
I'm gonna say it's called Tumor Schmoomer, which somebody just ignores the fact that they've got a tumor. They're like, it's probably just acne, and they're like, no, you need to go to the hospital. And the main character, his name is Bill. He's like, I'm not gonna go to the hospital. I'm doing fine. Bill, you really should go to the hospital.
All right. Let's see how close we are. A homicidal maniac is on the loose in the city, and the low-budget film crew of a trauma movie has the power to stop them. So I think I was wrong, because that's the Toxic Avenger. That's Lloyd Kaufman right there. But terror firmer. Okay. So
True.
true. Absolutely. True. You are our winner for this week. So you get to hold the title of Mr. Rogers again. So congratulations to you. Thank you, Yanni. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna play a video from Actual Wolves, and then we'll have our last guest. Thank you so much, Yanni.
Absolutely.
All right, where's my break button? I forget. It is right here.
Excuse me. Do you know how to get to Main Street?
Main Street. Yeah, if you want to just go down this way, if you keep going there for about 1.5 miles, then you can. What are you guys doing? Oh! Where the fuck am I? What the fuck is going on? Who? Hello? Is there anybody here that can? Hello? What the fuck is this?
Well, look who finally woke up.
What is happening? Why am I
Shut
here?
up.
Oh,
Do you know why I brought you here?
No, I have no
I'll
idea.
tell you why I brought you. Shut up! Do you know why I brought you here?
I don't know
Stop
why.
talking! Did I tell you to talk?
I think so.
Stop talking!
Indirectly, but I don't.
Do you want to know why you're here? Do you know why?
I really-
Don't talk to me!
That's the only question I have.
I'll tell you
is
why
what-
I'm here. I'll tell you why you're here.
Okay.
Will you help me do this puzzle?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet!
I was puzzled when you tied me up with duct tape. I was puzzled when you gagged me with your socks. I was thoroughly perplexed, always wondering what was next, and thinking our affair was on the rocks. I was puzzled when you shattered both my kneecaps. I was puzzled when you threw me in a van. I was equally confused as I'm battered and I'm bruised. Oh, but now I think I finally understand. 'Cause now we're picking up the pieces, putting each one in its place. Each day when I arise, I look in your evil eyes, and I think I've grown accustomed to your face. Well, some folks call it Stockholm.
This kitten's kind of creepy looking, right?
I haven't eaten like a week. Do you have any like food?
Nope.
Really?
That kitten's buried somewhere in this basement. We could try to dig that up.
Well, how fresh?
Long enough for me to take a picture of it, kill it, bury it, and then go get this puzzle made.
Some little game.
Yeah, it probably has some maggots growing out of it by now.
Yeah.
That could be good protein, though.
Probably.
Yeah.
What's that?
I like that one. Yeah, that was several years ago when I was skinnier and had much less hair atop my head in a sketch called Picking Up the Pieces with me and Georgia Loper, and a song written specifically for the sketch by Weston Sherman, who's now in a band called The Rusty Pieces out of Nashville or Memphis. I forget which off the top of my head. But yeah, that's always fun, right? Drew, you got something it feels like you're drawing something that you're about to show us. Is that accurate?
Hold on.
Ready? All right.
Almost there. So, nobody's gonna compliment me on my costume change.
Did you change?
Point it out. Yeah, I put on my Mr. Rogers-iest sweater.
Okay, that's fair. You've earned it. Yeah, all right. All right. That's fine. You've earned it. Drew, are you ready to get to our last guest?
I'm ready.
I'm ready as well. And the name of this guest will come after I introduce them. Very talented comic and improviser, and just as somebody who just brings a smile to my face every time I see them. Well, maybe. I don't know. Put your hands, as we say on the show, for Nathan Tillis, everybody. How are you, friend?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. You know, all things considered.
Yeah. And Drew, I love the cardigan.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
He earned it. He earned that cardigan.
somebody noticed.
Yeah. That's like the winner's cardigan, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, I should throw that on.
It's like wearing a cape now.
Right.
Right?
Next week, I'm gonna get that cardigan back from you, Drew. It's cool that I drove it to your house over this whole time, right?
Yeah.
So Nathan, how?
Drive it back, but then I was like, oh, I don't drive. So
Right.
Dang.
So Nathan, how have you been holding up during all of this?
I've been okay. I've been working the entire time,
Mm-hmm.
and it's given me like a newfound appreciation for Simpsons memes. Throughout, there's like a lot of like stuff that I've realized that I'm into
Yeah.
while quarantine's been happening.
Simpsons related or otherwise?
Simpsons is one. I'm also part of this like comic group that has like it like posts Mary Worth comics every day,
Okay.
and it started out as a thing where we ironically make fun of Mary Worth comics, but I think it's gotten to the point where all of us have kind of started to appreciate Mary Worth comics. So we started to like get into like the arc of Mary Worth stuff.
I don't even know what Mary Worth is off the top.
I
of my head.
didn't either, honestly. Like I knew it was like the butt of a joke because it's like a syndicated comic and Sunday Comics.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently throughout the week there's like an entire overarching story.
Oh wow.
And I'm very up to date on it.
I thought you were talking about Sally Forth for some reason. Is that still a thing?
Sally Forth is still a thing, I think. That's not one of them that we keep up on, though.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that. But now you like have grown a whole new like unironic appreciation for Mary Worth.
Honestly, yeah. There was an arc that just happened where, how do I explain these characters? I don't know.
Here, I can pull up a visual aid here. I don't know if these
please.
are the people that you want to see or not. Let me see.
Mary Worth is like a weird comic because it highlights certain words and you don't understand why the writer highlights certain words. It just seems like it's a random thing where they put in bold certain words.
That's strange.
Yeah. I think you'll see what I mean if you like find an example.
Yeah, hold on a second here. There it is. So let me just share it. And oops. Whatever. I'll just hit the button here. And
Yeah.
like that I narrate this whole thing. Okay. So here's a Mary Worth comic.
Yeah, it's a Sunday one.
Oh, that's the newest one?
It's not. Well, hold on. What's the date on it? Maybe I haven't seen it.
It does not. Oh, yeah, it says 2016.
Oh no, so not definitely not.
No, not
Do you
at
know who the artist is for this?
Wait, what?
Do you know who the artist is for this?
I'm not sure actually.
I really like her.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kind of dig that.
the art style is really good. Yeah, I think it's wasted on the bad writing.
Mm.
I'm like dissecting anything that has panels right now.
Yeah, Mary Worth is definitely worth looking into. Also, Mark Trail used to be good, but now it's like copy paste artwork, and it's like very bad now. But that's worth looking at just because it's so bad with the art style.
All right, I'm into it.
Yeah.
So we do a segment on this show that we are going to get to next. That was a very sloppy way of doing that. So the next segment, if you're ready to get to it, Drew.
I'm ready.
All right, cool. It's called... Okay, so basically the way this one works is every week Drew will draw a new character, and then we'll throw him down in the corner of the screen there, and then we'll ask you some questions about that character to try to build them. All right, you ready for this, Nathan?
I'm ready.
Okay, so this week, this is the guy right here.
Okay.
So, okay, let's get to this. First question. What is this character's name?
I think his name is Stamper. Like, that's his nickname. But his real name is like, his real name is like Chester or something like that, like Chester the Third. But people call him Stamper because he insists on it.
On stamping out things.
Yeah.
I love it.
And Chester would be a really bad nickname. Like, hey, Chester. Hey, Chesty.
Especially because he doesn't have a chest. That would be just like awkward. It's like, hey, hold on a second.
This guy has zero chest.
Yeah.
And that's why people call him Stanford. So he's like, well, I don't have a chest, so.
So I guess I'm Stamper now.
I
Okay.
guess I'm
All right. What is Stamper's job?
Oh, he licks envelopes.
I feel like that's a very good job for him. Like, does he work for the post office or like some kind of independent situation?
Oh, it's like a third party app where if you don't feel like licking your own envelope, he does it for you. It's like a door-to-door service.
Oh, I love that. So you get the app, you download it, and then like once you're like, I need to mail a letter, but my mouth is not moist enough, and then you hit the button, Stamper shows up at your door, just jumping around on his tongue.
Stamper's there. Yeah, he's he's a star with lickmyenvelope.com. It's not a very clever name, but it gets the job.
It's straight to the point. Yeah, I'll give it that. All right, let me ask this: where does Stamper live?
You know what? I'm feeling like Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Okay. Why Minneapolis?
I'm feeling like he's like in an art city, but like a smaller scale art city. And I think like Minneapolis is like a city that's very much on the up and up, and he followed that a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's originally from New Mexico.
From New Mexico originally.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
So what?
really hard to like bounce around on your tongue when like the sound is on fire.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
That's like,
especially with his tongue, he has like a lot more nerve endings on his tongue, so it's a lot more painful for him to hop around.
Oh my God, I bet. I wonder if it's just like like hand models. Like, according to Seinfeld, at least, or whatever, they like wear gloves and stuff and just treat their hands very nicely. Do you think because like he gets his money because of his tongue that he's very careful of it?
Yeah, he definitely has like a rubber sheath for it. It's kind of like a sword sheath, but very flexible, like his tongue, except it protects like the delicate tissue of his tongue.
And can he still get around with his tongue in the sheath too?
It's harder, but a little less mobile, but it's definitely possible.
Okay.
It's kind of like the idea of like runners saying that they prefer running without shoes because they can run faster, like they can feel it more. It's kind of like that with him and his tongue.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, Drew's showing us something.
I just wanted to show
That's Stamper after a long work day, huh?
if he's helping around on his tongue, it's gonna hurt.
That's true.
Oh, that's great. Let me ask you this: What does Stamper eat?
Oh, that's a big tongue, but no body.
Yeah,
So he probably
big tongue for big flavors, right?
Yeah. he's got to go for stuff that like gets absorbed into his tongue. I feel like so like a lot of popsicles.
Yeah, pixie sticks.
Yeah,
acid,
mashed potatoes, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pixie sticks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot of gravies. He probably eats like a lot of blendered like foods. How do you call it?
Like processed, like shakes.
Yeah.
Does a lot of shakes.
A lot of power shakes, protein shakes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I bet.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Does he have a last name?
Oh yeah, it's I said he was Chester the Third, right?
Mm-hmm.
My first thought is Chester Bennington, but it can't be Chester Bennington.
Why? Because he's dead?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
feel like
fair.
I feel like this Chester is like a trust fund kid, so it has to be like Chester Irvington the Third or something like that. Something very regal.
Chester Irvington.
Yeah.
Chester
So like.
Irvington the Third.
Yeah. So I feel like his nickname is like an overcompensation for his upbringing a little bit. He's like a
We
chip
call
on
you
his
Stamper because you're one of them cake eaters or whatever.
shoulder.
What's his dream? Does he want to lick envelopes for the rest of his life?
No, definitely not. I think he wants to be. I think he wants to drive a stock car in NASCAR.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but he never had the limbs to do it. But he's always dreamed of like somehow using his tongue to have the dexterity to be able to do it.
That does put him at a bit of a disadvantage, especially because like if you're
A little
driving a
bit.
car, you need to be able to hold the steering wheel and touch the pedals or whatever. But
I feel like it's possible though, because don't they
No, I
say
think
like
it's
the tongue is
doable.
the strongest muscle?
that's what I don't know if they say that, but you said it, so if they say it, you know.
I'm a bet.
You could do one of those things like, what have you ever seen those people who like they get their tongue like cut in half and then it kind of moves independently?
Oh, it's so. What do they call it? There's like a show called like it was like on not True TV. It's like the body modification surgeries where somebody wanted to be a lizard or like a snake.
Oh yeah.
Is it like that?
Exactly like that, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. This
Yeah.
is the big one, right?
Okay. Oh no.
What do they sound
Just
like?
had to.
Oh, hold on, let's throw this up.
I was
Winner!
thinking about the
Is that a minion?
of him driving.
Oh, is that a trophy from winning a NASCAR race?
No, I think
I
that's
love
how
it.
he would. hold on
Wow, he
to
did it.
The wheel is just.
Oh,
like,
okay.
wrap it around it. But
How's he hitting the pedals, Drew?
Fucked, so
How's he hitting the pedals?
He's got to split the tongue. Once he splits the tongue, he can reach
Yeah,
the pedals.
then he can do
steer
anything. Yeah.
How
What
does he sound?
Yeah, what's he sound like, Nathan?
I feel like he sounds a little bit like Spinelli from Recess.
love it.
Oh,
You
so
know what
like
I'm talking about?
Pamela Adlon.
A little bit, yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like not like a Bobby Hill voice, but like a Spinelli voice for sure.
Yeah, it's subtle, but there's a difference, and I
Yeah.
think it comes from the hat, probably, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a raspier voice.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, you know what? I bet Betsy Sidaro would do like a good voice for.
Oh yeah,
for-
Betsy Sidaro would be a perfect person to cast as
Yeah.
Stamper. Actually,
Yeah, that's the
Can't
voice I'm
stop-
thinking.
can't stop picturing it. That's actually pretty perfect. But I'm just a fan of Betsy Sidaro getting more work.
She's great.
She is great.
so
So
funny.
first of all, go ahead and give it up for Chester Stamper Irvington III, everybody. Applause. Put your hands, Also put your hands for Nathan Tillis. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to bring everybody back, because that's
Yeah.
how it works on this show, and boom. Ah, beautiful. Nathan's name is still up there. Boom, now it's gone. Let's go ahead and take Stamper off of there, because he can be a little bit distracting. Hey, everybody's here at the same time now. Hold on a second here. No suggestions for you to draw things yet, Drew.
What?
What's that?
What'd you say about me? You said my name?
I said no suggestions for you to draw yet in the comments.
There are.
So. There are?
No, I said.
I do not.
Are.
Oh, cool.
That after.
All right.
So let's move on.
Okay, cool. Let me just put coronavirus back on the couch real quick because I realized that he kind of like fits in there. So okay, are you guys ready to answer some super dumb questions?
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Do it.
Okay, let's start with Chevy Chase.
No.
No, that's a good answer.
I mean, I believe he exists. Is that what you're asking?
I mean, that's up to interpretation, Sam. I think
Then I'm gonna go with yes. Chevy Chase does exist.
Okay, we have a no. We have a yes. Nathan.
I don't think he exists anymore. I think he was put into the Hadron Collider thing, and his particles were completely obliterated.
Oh, so he
Weird,
became Dr. Manhattan or something?
I hope not. He doesn't need that much power.
Oh no!
Oh my God, Chevy Chase with more power than he already has sounds terrifying.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I did Dr. Manhattan with a lumpy butt. I mean, that's just even.
Wait, am I missing something here? Does Chevy Chase have a famously lumpy butt?
That's his claim to fame.
I don't know.
Oh, lumpy butt Chase over there.
That's how he was casting Fletch.
Like Chevy Chase's lawyers are not pleased that you said he had a lumpy butt.
All right, here's one that we ask on the show just about every episode. Did you check your temperature today? I'm actually in a rare situation where I actually haven't. I'm usually pretty good about it, but I can tell that Anna is doing it right now because I hear the thermometer beeping out there. Weird. Holy shit. Did you know I was going to ask that question? Holy crap. Okay, that's awesome. All right, well, I'm going to check my temperature now, but you guys?
No, I haven't, but now I feel inclined.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
Let's
got
see
it
who
checked
wins.
for me.
Yeah, so when you go into work, do they check it? Do they do the forehead?
Yeah. The buildings I go to, they check it every day when I go in. Yeah.
And you're good, yeah?
Yeah, it's a normal temperature.
I'm glad, man. That's good news. Sam?
I legitimately don't think I own a thermometer.
Really?
Well, actually, no, that's not true. I own a meat thermometer. I used it to make sure my chicken was done earlier.
Yep.
I think having both thermometers are a really good investment, especially if ever you get paranoid like I do.
Okay.
You are probably correct.
98.3, we're pretty good. Still
All right.
alive. Yeah. So that's good. Drew, did you check your temperature today?
I did not.
Okay.
I should do that, but I didn't.
Okay. How about this one? Which actor who played Batman would you trust to babysit your child?
Oh.
It's a rough one. I'm going to go Keaton. I'm going to say Keaton.
Yeah, I think the same. He just seems like he'd be more there.
Maybe
it's just, yeah.
Is it because he was Mr. Mom? I feel like
I feel like he
Mr.
plays a
Mom.
lot of dad roles.
He does.
See,
Yeah.
I would say Keaton, but he did also play Beetlejuice, and he
It's
was
true.
also in that Snowman movie where he played a terrible
Oh,
dad
God,
and then
yeah,
died
Jack
because
Frost.
of it and became a snowman.
Yeah.
So I
That
think
does-
I'm gonna go with Clooney.
Clooney. Okay. Interesting. Clooney's a real partier, but I think you're right. I think he can pull it together.
Plus, his suit has nipples for the babies.
That's true. That is true.
Wait, are they watching them as Batman or as themselves?
I feel like that's up to you, really. You know what I mean? If you can be like, look, the child would really enjoy it if you were Batman here, then you have carte blanche to do that if you want to.
Okay. It's like, yeah, as themselves, I'd go with George Clooney.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one I feel like I've heard the fewest insane things about.
Whoa, hold on. Have you heard
I was about to
insane
say I've
things about
still heard
Keaton?
some insane things about Clooney.
Yeah.
Oh, I may have just seen Michael Keaton in Spider-Man: Homecoming and assumed that was his actual personality.
Fair.
Fair. From everything I've heard about Michael Keaton, he seems on the up and up. But Yanni, tell me about the George Clooney situation because I gotta know now.
Well, he's just like a huge prankster, so he's just like
Yeah.
always doing. I forgot what it was. It's so funny. I was just like listening to a podcast of people talking about this, but I can't remember. But he's a prankster. He does a lot of like. If it weren't him, it'd be like, oh, you're an ass.
Yeah.
I know one that he's done to his friends.
Oh, what? Yeah. What is it?
There's like one where I forget the exact prank, but he like took a dump in a litter box and pretended that it was the cat. Like that's one of his pranks.
It's one of those
Like, really
things that,
afraid.
like, because it wasn't, your house, it's like, all right, that's a
Yeah.
pretty good bit. But, like, you'd be really mad if it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, my God. Okay. Drew, did you
This-
answer this time?
Kevin Conroy, the guy that did the animated voice.
That's a good choice, too.
And he-
Yanni, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was gonna say, does kitty litter work on human poop?
That's a good question, too.
I guess.
As a voice, stop, and it's like you'd really just like, okay, cool, I'm cool, I'll sit down. So,
I think that's true. Like, Kevin Conroy has a very authoritative voice. I feel like he could do it from his home. Like, babysit your children just with his voice.
don't eat that.
Um,
Just like, all right, oh.
This is always a fun one. If someone narrated your life, who would you
man.
want to be the narrator?
Wow.
Gabrielle Union.
Ooh, that's a really good choice. She's got a smooth voice.
Also,
Yeah.
I listened to. So she wrote a book, a memoir, and I listened
Mm-hmm.
to it on tape. And yeah, she's it.
She seems like way cooler than she ever has gotten credit for.
Oh,
In
she
recent
is.
times, especially, like she's just kind of come out of the gate just being like, "This is bullshit," and it's like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good choice. I'm gonna say Danny DeVito just because I watched an interview with him earlier and just like, I think that would be pretty fun. He did a good job with Matilda narrating that. So
Yeah. I think I would want Idris Elba playing Luther. Like
Ah,
himself, but playing Luther. I think I like that voice a lot.
that'd be really good.
Yeah.
Sam?
I am legitimately debating between Nick Offerman and Mel Brooks.
Ooh, yeah, that's a tough one.
Like, I think I'd rather have Nick Offerman narrate my life, but Mel Brooks feels more accurate.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. Mel Brooks, I just want to hang out with him. That's like a big one for me.
Actually, yeah, that's mostly it. I was just like, if
Yeah.
Mel Brooks narrates my life, he'd probably have to hang out with me.
That's true. Drew?
Sophia Coppola or Taika Waititi.
Sophia Coppola. Interesting. Interesting. I do want to see her new Apple TV Plus movie that she's got coming out with Bill
Oh.
Murray and Rashida Jones.
What's that?
It's called. I think it's called On the Rocks, where like Bill Murray plays Rashida Jones's father, and they like try to
Interesting.
catch her husband, which I believe was Marlon Wayans, and like cheating on her or something.
Is that out yet?
Yeah, that,
I don't think it's come out yet, but I will let you know. I will do this
Ooh,
research
I gotta
quickly.
watch that.
Yeah, no, it sounds great. Just I love
Yeah.
all of those people. But it's supposed to hit Apple TV soon, October 23rd.
All right.
So, yeah. So I'm on board for that one.
Man.
Did everybody answer?
Mhm.
Okay, everybody answered. All right, let's go on to. Okay, here's a fun one. Okay, so Anna made these flashcards because we were going to go to Belarus in late April. And then everything happened, and then no one wanted Americans to come to their country. And then Belarus had a whole revolution happen too. So I have these flashcards, so I just want to see if anyone can answer these questions. What sound does this Russian letter make?
Kiek.
Okay. Check.
Like Goofy laughing. Like, oh, who you?
I actually would not be surprised if that was a noise that was represented by a letter in Russian.
I'm gonna go with st.
St. Okay.
I'm just gonna go with like whatever A sounds but angrier.
Like ah.
Yeah.
All right. Unfortunately, everyone is wrong because it is a D. It is a da. Which is surprising. Okay, we're gonna do one more of these. Okay.
That's a trick question.
Grr. Since nothing makes sense here.
Yeah.
You know, I'll take it being an actual M.
Okay.
That dubstep makes, like when you're in another room. Like, man, that's really loud, but you can't hear the whole thing. That's that.
Oh, you mean like the movie trailer sound? That's like kind of a buzz, but like you feel it everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh yeah.
One, they doing that with their mouths, but somehow they found a way.
All right, but
I feel like it's an intonation for something. So like,
yeah.
it's like a vibrato for like if you're doing musical scales.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
And the answer, actually, Sam, you had it right. It's an M. Yeah. I feel like I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the first one that anyone has gotten right in all the times that we've done this. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Oh, this is one of my favorite questions. Favorite sketch show?
Oh.
What was the name of the one that Maya Rudolph had
With Martin Short?
Yes.
Maya and Marty. I think it was either Marty and Maya or Maya and Marty.
I think it might be between that one and like classic Mad TV.
Okay, like the first couple years back in the
Yeah.
back in the Phil Lamar days.
Yep.
That's good. All right. I'm gonna say Kids in the Hall this week. What'd you say, Drew?
I'm gonna stick with SNL.
Okay,
as my
that's a fair choice.
thing.
This week was great.
This week was really good.
I've probably watched more Chappelle sketches than I've watched any other type of sketches.
Yeah, that's always a good choice.
Yeah, that's good. I think mine's probably Mr. Show.
Mr. Show, nice. That's what I said last week. I mix it up. Mr. Show, always good choice. All right. Okay. This one I usually do, but you know, I guess I'll just do it again. Whose neighborhood is it? Whose neighborhood is it? All right, Drew.
Oh, look.
It's Drew's neighborhood this week. All right, fine. All right, how about this one? What was your first celebrity crush? I've gone on record. It is a tie, maybe, between Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher, or Kimberly, the Pink Ranger from Power Rangers,
Nice.
Amy Jo Johnston. But really in the Suzy Q movie more than anything.
That's a good one.
I stick with Mila Kunis because that's
Okay.
that was the first one.
Yeah, good choice.
I think mine might have been Ginny Weasley.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the book one. That's cool.
I mean, I think I was actually because when did the first movie come out? Because I think I was around 8 or 9 when the first movie came out. So
I think 2001 sounds right, but I'm
yeah,
not
okay. So I would have been about
positive.
8 when the first movie came out. So it may have actually been the movie one. I'm not sure.
Yep, 2001. All right.
I think mine was Summer Sanders. She was the host of Double Dare. Wait,
Yeah.
what was Double Dare?
Figure It Out. She was the host of Figure It Out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
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 Former Olympian.
That's a good choice.
Mine is a tie between, it was either Lil Romeo or The Rock. Because that was
Okay.
around that time. I was still watching WWE.
Was that like when Lil Romeo had his show on Nickelodeon?
Oh, right.
I am losing everyone. What is happening?
Oh, we can see you. Okay. Oh, here's a good one. What is the last movie that you saw in a theater?
Mine
I
was
think-
Onwards.
Oh,
Sorry.
did they? Oh, that's right, because it came out in theaters like right before everything
Right
happened, right?
before it, yeah.
Yeah.
So I caught it right before it happened.
Nice. I saw it on Disney Plus. But we lost Yanni for a second there, but I think yeah, she's back. Cool. Yeah, that's a great movie too. I
back.
really enjoyed that. Nice.
I surprisingly liked it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't
What
expecting
movie?
to. Onward.
Onward.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yep. I saw that on Disney Plus.
Same. Yeah, that was a
Last-
really fun one.
Yeah.
The last movie I saw in theaters was The Hunt.
Oh, yeah, the one that was like delayed or whatever with Betty
Mhm.
Gilpin.
Yeah.
How is that? How was it? I never got around to it.
It wasn't great. I mean,
Oh.
it wasn't great, but at the same time, so the like main villain, spoiler alert, is played by Hilary Swank.
Okay, right.
And there's this epic fight scene between her and Betty Gilpin towards the end of the movie that it's just like this should have been the whole thing.
Oh, really? The next Karate Kid herself.
It's the two of them, yeah. Like they should helm some type of action. Yeah. But
I would
other
see
than
that.
that, it was like
Just
it was
kind of
very
okay.
much like, yeah, like Trump made such a big deal over this movie that really, if you're smart, it doesn't offend either sides, but you also see that there's wrong with both sides.
Yeah. I gotta watch it. I really gotta watch it. It feels like one of those things that's just like, even though I have not heard a single like totally stellar review, it's just like I feel like I gotta watch it though. I gotta like know. Sam?
Real quick, I have decided that "Ride with Me" by Nelly is the perfect start to a road trip song. I'm
That is
changing
good.
my answer on that one. To answer this question, I think it was Knives Out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I saw
That's
Knives Out around Thanksgiving, and I'm not sure I went to a theater between Thanksgiving and
Yeah.
everything shutting down.
That's a good movie. That's a good one to go out on. I saw
Yeah.
Birds of Prey, which I really enjoyed.
Love that
Dude.
movie.
That was
Can't
a
get
great
enough
movie.
of that movie.
I've watched it like 3 times on HBO now.
I bought it. Like I legit purchased it.
It might be my favorite DC movie to date. Like that
It
was
was
just a
awesome.
really fun movie.
Yeah.
Drew-
And the cartoon's great.
The cartoon is really great. I finished. Oh, that's right. I finished it like the day, like that last time I saw you.
Yes. So good.
So good. And Drew, like I forget, like I know you've said it in previous weeks, but I don't remember now.
I think it was Infinity War. But
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really far back. Drew's epileptic. He can't really make it out to theaters most of the time.
Yeah. Theaters are
Right.
much my kryptonite at this point. So
Yeah,
I stay away from them.
which is smart.
Fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. I had another good one. Okay, let's go with this. Favorite cartoon from the last decade?
Mm.
I want to say Harley Quinn because I just mentioned it, but I also have been rewatching Chowder.
Oh my God, Chowder!
About that show.
Chowder was
earlier.
so fun.
Oh, rada.
Rado.
Love it.
That was a good one.
I think
I'm
I'd
gonna-
say regular show.
Regular show, always a good choice. I feel like I've been like revving up to a Bob's Burgers binge again recently, just because I've just been thinking about it a lot. Like, man, I should watch Bob's Burgers again.
I have
Do it.
Don't-
They just
Oh,
started
wow.
airing new episodes.
Oh, that's right, new season just came back. Nathan,
Maybe Into the Spider-Verse. Is that allowed? Does it have to be a series?
I was thinking series, but that is a very good choice too.
Let me think series then.
hmm
Uh, I like Big Mouth. Big Mouth is good.
hmm
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Mouth is good. Sam,
I mean, I'm trying to think. Avatar's not from this decade, right?
oh, I don't. I guess not.
I don't think so, but I believe Korra is.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Korra was solid. Like it took a while. It took a while to get going, but it was good.
It
Although I guess between Korra and Big Mouth, which are the only two cartoons I'm confident I've seen in the last decade, I do think I like Big Mouth more.
It's fair. That's pretty good. All right, I feel like we're gonna do one. Go ahead, Drew. What were you saying?
I rewatched BoJack Horseman like over and over and
Oh,
over.
right.
That's a good choice too.
BoJack and Tuca and Birdie.
Yeah.
It was like, that's enough. Happy ending. I don't think I ever want to watch this show again. And
Yeah.
And like, probably since that came out, where it was just like,
It.
I feel okay. Like that's over. It's done. Leave it alone.
Yeah. It does feel like a very, very strong, just kind of definitive end, where it's just very philosophical and just like, yeah, we don't need to cover this anymore. It's really, really, really respectable. Okay. Thank you guys all for doing the show, first of all.
Thank you.
So let's.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for doing it. I already said that. Let's go down the room. Anything that anybody wants to plug or anything like that? Sam?
I think I forgot to plug my phone in.
Yeah. I can't help with that. Fair enough. Yeah, no, if you appreciate Sam, which you should, go ahead, like throw him some cash monies over there on Venmo. Or, just follow him on social media, look for him, you'll find him or whatever. Yanni, what about you?
I would like to be cliche and plug voting because that's like super important.
Absolutely.
Also, my Instagram and my Twitter, you can follow me at Yada Yada Yanni. That's YADAYADAYANNI.
Beautiful. Nice. Yeah, I just got my absentee ballot today. Pretty pumped about it. That's pretty good. Nathan, what about you, man?
Yeah, I'll plug voting too. Voting's important. And voting is
good.
Very important this year for sure. I also, donate to places that need it for sure. I don't need it, but donate if you can.
Yeah, donate.
I do.
Yeah.
All across. Yeah, which is why we'll throw this up again. Drew, anything you want to plug? I know your Instagram, so we'll just go ahead and throw that up.
I'll show you all the final product.
Oh. Oh, I thought you were going to show us. Yeah.
I am.
Okay. Cool.
Whoa.
Beautiful. Hold on, let me get coronavirus out of the way. There we go.
That's awesome.
Beautiful. Awesome, dude.
It whole thing wasn't even in it.
Uh,
I was like, why all there? And I was like, oh, dumbass, you are not holding the whole picture or the whole. Yeah, whatever.
so Drew, perfect. And you can follow Drew at fancy user on Instagram, and I'm at squeezegram because I don't really understand how branding works. You can catch Actual Wolves on October 30th. We're going to do another pre-recorded live stream Halloween show. Pretty excited about that. And as always, which I think I lost the button, follow Squeezecast on Facebook if you can. Follow SqueezeVid on YouTube if that's something that you're into. Thank you again to everybody for doing the show. This has been a lot of fun. We took last week off and we came back with a vengeance this week. So please put your hands for everybody, and if you feel like hanging out afterwards, send me a message and I'll send you a link to an after party.